Robert Stout, you've never heard of My Stepmother is an Alien? It's a great film. And as Lou said, it's a generic 80s sci-fi film. So if you've seen that, you've seen every 80s sci-fi film. You're not going to have too much of a problem there. Not sure how many people are going to join us. As a matter of fact, we've got 111 in here. If it isn't for the fact that England are playing in the World Cup tonight, the US are playing in the World Cup too at exactly the same time. I couldn't have picked a better time. But today I am going to be building, as you can see laid out here, the next 4 stages of the Iron Man build. Now, 3 of those stages are going to take seconds. The 4th is going to take a little bit longer. But thanks to Chris Hurst, who gave me some advice, I did do a quick test fit before the stream, and it's gone really quick. So if you do my way of doing it, you're not going to have any problems, I think. But I've deliberately not looked at the last stage, apart from like the first page, because I do believe there's a lot to do. But we'll have to see how that goes. Hello, Christian from Grantham.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
Mr. Gadd, you subbed over 6 years ago. Oh my God, that's how long I've been going. Look. No, I'm not too fast. You know what, Model Minutes? I actually start. Model Minutes, just so you know, everyone, he's got a YouTube channel. If you click on his name, you'll be able to go to that. He's one of the YouTubers that I met when I was down at Airfix last week. But I watched the first half because my son watches it. But yeah, don't entertain me at all. So perhaps later on in the tournament, I might get some... I might get some interest in it. But funny enough, today, all I've been doing today is watching 2001 again. Because I'm trying to get some ideas for this... Aries 1B that I'm going to be building soon. And I've actually been painting my Mauler. If anyone didn't know, I've actually 3D printed Mauler from the Never-Ending Story, the big turtle thing that looks like E.T.'s head. I've been painting that and texturing it up. So I'll show you that when I've got it a little bit better than what it is at the moment. It's all brown at the moment. As a matter of fact, I'm using the same earth texture technique as I used on the E.T. spaceship there. So it's going well. But yeah, that's over there. Now, I've got the Route Master over there. I'm hoping to get the Route Master finished on Friday. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to be doing the next 6 stages of the Titanic. That means Thursday, I'm going to be doing Pack 5 of the Agora Models Porsche 917. Friday's the Route Master. Patreons tomorrow, I'm going to be doing the Porsche 917 from IXO. So they're well ahead of Agora at the moment. I've got that down here. So we're going to see how far we can get with that. That build's looking quite good. But something that is quite good is the Titanic pack that I've got. I wasn't expecting it. You Hachette people are doing that. Did you get a pocket watch? I got a pocket watch, which I think is really good. A working pocket watch. Oh, like, yeah, Plastic Alchemist is in here as well. Let me just highlight your name as well. There you go. That's Nuno. He was at Airfix with me last week as well. But it's all good. Yeah, pocket watch. It's really, really good. But I mean, I don't know if I'm a member of Titanic groups. I don't know if anyone's actually seen it. But if you haven't, then I'll try and get it out on the for the video tomorrow. It's really good. I'm starting to think that I should get rid of my watch and become a pocket watch person. You know, have it on a chain around my belly there. It was definitely a fun day, Model Minutes. It's just a shame that I couldn't come to the first one that they had in June. They did still send me the Airfix little award thing there. But I couldn't. I've got problems with... Well, I had problems at the time because my dad's in the late stages of Parkinson's. So I was taking care of my dad back then, and I had to cancel at the last minute. But I'm glad I managed to get down to New Haven this time. And then after that, I went to Agora Models in Canterbury the next day. Agora Models have got some good stuff coming out in the next few weeks and months. So I know what they are. I can't tell you what they are, but it is fun watching people guess, I have to say. It's very fun. The gang is gathering. We'll all be in here. I have spoke to Moss, Plastic Alchemist, and Model Minutes. He does a live stream on Monday nights, and I couldn't make this Monday's, but the Monday coming, I'm going to try and jump on with him and probably continue with my SR71 build, which is going to be quite fun to try, because I haven't touched that since I did it for you Patreon peeps at the moment. So, but that's that. What else have I got to tell you about? I'm just looking around the workshop at the moment. I'm about 20 questions into the Christmas quiz. So on the 22nd of December for 2 hours, Mrs. Rodwayne's going to be joining me. We've got a Christmas quiz and we've got some great prizes. We've got the DeLorean versus Knight Rider Scalextrics from Mike Lane. We've got pack 1 of the Ferrari collection. I want to get the V8 engine as a prize, but that's on hold at the moment until they send me the new circuit board, but that's working fine. And there is one other thing. What was the other thing? Can't remember. It will come to me. It will come to me. So looking forward to that. It's sort of like the Christmas tradition on this channel. So, oh, you were there on Monday for Moss's stream. It was a good laugh. I mean, I got in there. I think I saw it. It was quite late, about 9:15, something like that. And it was still going, but it was too late then. And I thought, you guys are, yeah, you're all sorted on that, so I don't want to interfere. But I'll come on next week and we'll have a little bit of fun. I will link that on my community chat so you can see what that's doing. So it's all cool. Agora got the Ferrari LaFerrari. I can't tell you what they've got at the moment. Wayne, check Messenger. I will check Messenger. 1 second. Christian. Stand by. My Messenger doesn't work properly at the moment. They decided to muck everything around. So whereas I'm on... I'll have to check it afterwards, Christian. It keeps reverting to my World of Wayne page. And when I stick it on my normal individual account, did you see the screen just started going weird then? What's happened to the frame rate? That's interesting. Hang on, I'm going to try again. The frame rate's really weird tonight. You sent a photo. What's that? Oh, you've got the pocket watch. Oh, right, yeah. It's wicked. I really do like the pocket watch. Look, if I go over to the other camera here, stand by. There you go, look. That's Christian's pocket watch. I love it. But yeah, I've got mine on the go as well. But very good. So what I'm going to do, if you're new to the channel, because we've had a lot of new subscribers lately, I'm going to show you where we're up to with the Iron Man build. And we're just going to build the next 4 stages. The 4th stage is going to be slightly harder because we're going to be piecing together this main section here with the back section. And the back section, as you see, has got this big shaft here, which needs to go through this little tiny hole in this section just there. Now, I've got an easy way to do that. Don't follow the instructions for that. And then what that enables us to do is put the arc reactor here, which, as you can see, lights up, into here. And that rod here will actually trigger the switch behind it and make it turn on, in theory, if that works. But we don't have to do that yet, so we'll have to see. I'm going to switch cameras. So we are on. Test, test, test. Making sure everything's working. This is everything laid out at the moment. Now, it's good because it's building a body. I've got symmetry on everything. I've got 2 of everything except this. I don't know what it is. I haven't got a clue. But I've only got 1 of these. So hopefully I only need 1 of these. Everything else, as you can see, I've got 2 of. So what I'm going to have to do is just put everything to one side. I wanted to show you just how much stuff is out. So we've been putting this together, but we haven't actually been putting the Iron Man build together. So the problem that gives us is that we're left with loads of parts. So that's a bit of the groin there, the underside of the groin, the gusset, if you like. Don't take long. Mention words like gusset and the bots are going to start coming in here. I'm still getting the stuff out. I'll be there shortly. 2 parts of the thigh here. I can't believe all of this just gets put in a box. I don't know if you can see this, but again, on the close-up, can you see the dust on here? I've tried to get it off, but the amount of times it's been sitting around, it's actually got that worn-in look already. Don't need to worry about a worn-in look. I think I can leave those 2 bits out, and then obviously the last thing we've got is the helmet, which lights up when you turn the ear, as you can see. So I've got that to one side. I'm going to show you what we're going to start with, which is issue 83 here. Can you see that? Let's change the camera. There we go. Let's move that out of the way, actually. Before I start that, let me just show you this bit again. Now, if you can see, on this bit here, we put this in the last pack with 2 screws. What I've done is on the other side, I've taken this one off. Because by taking that off, I can get tweezers in here to adjust this to get this into position. In the magazine, they want us to put cotton around this or glue and try and stick it in so you can get it in the hole. I think the way that Chris has told me to do it, which has worked, it's going to be a lot easier. But we don't actually need this at the moment either, so I'm just going to put that to one side. So, this is the magazine. And as you can see, we're going to be doing some more parts of the chest, just some tiny details here. And look, it's just basically that little thing there. That's all we're going to be doing. And I believe in the next 2 stages, this one and the next one, we're going to be doing exactly the same thing. So, let's get these parts up. Take care, Nuno. Enjoy the football. Oh, you're picking your daughter up. Oh, okay, no problems. Enjoy yourself. Thanks for dropping in. I've just got to find these parts. Okay, so this is part 83. Again, you can see what parts they are from that number there. You do need to have super zoom glasses to actually see that. So the Titanic tomorrow, I've just had a look at issue 22, I believe it is. That looks pretty funky. We've got some photo etch to do. The rest don't look too bad, but that one does look a bit difficult. Now, if you remember, if anyone's been watching along, stand by, on my Titanic build, the funnel that I put the funnel in and didn't do the wires properly, I've changed all of that and put the wires the way they're meant to go, because obviously we need to be able to take the interiors of the funnel out to fill with some sort of liquid to make the steam effect. So I had to do what they told me to do. 1-0 England, is it? 2-0 England. Oh my God, what happened? That was quick. See, you don't need to watch the football. You get regular updates on this channel, which is cool. Okay, so we've got these parts here, and it's telling me that I need to focus on some parts here, which are basically, let's get on the close-up camera, these here, which are going to need to be bent upwards at a 90 degree angle. So for that, especially with photo etch, I use my flat duckbill pliers. Put that on there and just bend. And as you can see, we get a nice tight bend in there. Do the same on the other side. Perfect. Simples. Okay, so we've done that. The next thing I need, trying to figure this out, is stand by. They're not helping with these parts. The pictures don't match. Place the upper flap on the lower right flap. So that's the upper flap, and that's the lower right flap, and they want this over the top of this section, just like this here. Get that in. Excellent. We're not putting any screws in yet though, because we're turning this upside down here, and then we're going to be putting this section in, which I'm guessing is going in that way. That looks good. Bit strange how this actually fits in. Stand by. I think I've got it the way it wants it, just like that. I'm just being very quiet at the moment because I'm bound to make a mistake. Then we're going to be putting this section on. This is the first time I've actually looked at this stage. This is why I'm second guessing myself. So that's going to go in like that. Let me gently put that down. So that's altogether how it needs to be, but it's going to be held in with these SP screws, one each side. I'll be shocked if I can get this in first time. Absolutely shocked. So let's try this one here. It doesn't help that the light here casts shadows. I can't really see what I'm doing very well. But if I can get one in. Nope, see, it wants to fall out. Stand by. Now again, if for all of you people that haven't watched before, tonight is what we call Car Crash Tuesday stream, because chances are something's going to go wrong. Right, let's try that again. I'm trying to get it in the hole. Right, we've got one in the hole. That's good. Good going. Any word about the Ecto 1, Michael Glock? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. I thought we would have heard something by now. The Ecto 1 and the Enterprise, but we've heard nothing. What I did find out on the update on Todd McWilliams' site, sorry, I'm just putting the screw in the other side, is that the, was it one of the directors of Eagle Moss is now the director for new business and digital marketing for D'Agostini. So that's interesting. You've got issue 39 of Titanic and you're getting issue 40 tomorrow. I know that I'm very far behind, but I am enjoying doing the build, I have to say. So we'll do that. See how it goes. So there we go. So that section's in now. I just want to make sure each part's in. This part isn't in all the way yet. So let me keep screwing. Keep screwing until I've got that in all the way. That looks good. And there we go. We have got this sort of like hinge joint here. I don't know how much room I'm meant to have with it. I'm just double checking that I've got this. It's definitely the right way around. But what should happen? Just looking at this, it's very strange. I don't understand what this bit's for underneath. It says that this bit should be able to come out, but oh yeah, it can. There you go. It's like wings. That's impressive. But that's all there is to do in that stage. So let's put that over here, and I'll get the parts out for the next stage, which are going to be very similar to what we've just done, I believe. Let me just double check. Exactly like we've just done, but just for the other side. So everything's going to be backwards now. So let's try that. I'll just get this one on the floor. Philip, it's your birthday? Happy birthday, Philip, for yesterday. You pre-bent them to fit well prior to screwing them in. Ah, Chris Hurst. Well, I said we're going all right at the moment. It's gone in okay. We're going to be doing exactly the same thing this time. So, well, hopefully it's going to work. But if you've just joined, Chris, I said I'm going to use your technique by putting the pin in. I have tried that technique. It works fine. So let's get these ones in. Hopefully we could do this first time now. So if it's going to be, let me get this round the right way. This way, we want these going upwards. So once again, get my pliers on this and bend 90 degrees. Bend 90 degrees. Nice sharp bend now. And then exactly like we did last time. So this one will be going over here like that. Looks good. And then, oh, there we go, clips in. And then this one will be going into the little cavity there. And then this one will be going on this side here. And then once again, all held in with these S screws, which I've just got one up here from the last stage. If I can get one in, it will make my life easier. But yeah, can I get one in? Probably not. I will I'll try and look at chat in a second. I'm having the usual Tuesday, don't even know what day it is. I'm having the usual Tuesday night jitters. Ah, right. I've done so many of those steel models, I keep thinking that the magnet's not going to work on these screws, but it is working, but I'm still having problems getting this in. Come on. Should be able to start this one with my finger. There we go. There we go. So that's the first one going in, no problems at all. To say this is live, I'm pretty impressed I managed to do that. Yes, Mrs. Rhoda Wayne's going to be 50 on the 29th of December. Bless her. She's actually 50 before me, so she gets to tell me what it's like. She's like sightseeing for me. I'm 50 next year on the 4th of July. So, just want to line up these holes first. There you go. See if I can get this in. Hopefully that's good. I think we've got it. Let's try and get this all the way in without hurting myself. It's not about how old you feel, it's all about how old you feel. Well, you've had a bad back this week, so she probably feels about 102. Does anyone else subscribe to the Star Wars Stand? You've been waiting for receive pack 5. Now, where are you based, Benjamin? Because I have just received my next pack. If you watch Thursday's live stream that we did on the channel, it's on there, what we did on Thursday. I do think I might have put these in a little bit too tight, but it does open. No, that's looking okay. I think we're going to be good there. So that's those two completed, and that is the end of that stage. Put them to one side. It's going well. You're going to be 50 on the 1st of January, Chris. We're all turning 50 at the same time. Okay. They're also doing a horror version of The Grinch. Oh my God. I was watching Terrifier as well today. I've watched Terrifier 2, but I'd never seen Terrifier. Fun film. Pretty gory. Actually, it reminds me a lot of the old Peter Jackson, the Bad Taste and Brain Dead, or Dead Alive, I think it's called in America. Good films. Okay, so this is stage 85. Again, I'll flick through the magazine. Are we doing another one? Wow, these are slightly different this time. As you can see here. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Look, it looks like bat wings. Okay, I wasn't expecting this one, so this is going to be interesting. I should really look at the magazines before I do them. But not many parts in it. As you can see here. But the next thing's going to be a bit fiddly again. Get these out. Hello, Chris Collection. How's it going? Over in sunny France. She doesn't look old enough. Okay, so we're going to get these bits the right way round first. So if we've got this one first, just trying to pick it up in my hand. Again, I'm going to bend these little bits here up at 90 degrees. Now, ever since the Bismarck days with these, I've always used these flat nose pliers because they have got a really tight edge on them. And a thin edge as well, which enables me to do that so that I've got a tight bend just like that. I'm going to do one at a time, otherwise I'm going to get myself confused. But just trying to line up what one they've got. I think they're working on this one first. So this is the one that's labelled R for right, and that's just going to go on like that. We do have... Where's this going? Stand by. So I need the right hand side one of these. Trying to figure that one out. Hang on a second. It's not helping, which is this one, I believe. And then this is going to actually go into this bit down the bottom here to make, as you can see there, one complete part. Very interesting. But to hold this in, we're going to need a TP screw, which is going to be going in from the outside here. Quite a long one, this one. And it's just the one screw. So let's hopefully, I've lined this up okay to get everything in here. So let's try and get this in. It's very loose in my hand. I don't like that. This stage is also a pain. Yeah, you can tell me about it, because look, that ain't wanting to go in. Let me figure out what's going on and try again. Stand by. I'm just looking at how these holes are lined up. So we need to line that hole up there, which is lined up. Then that one, which is lined up. The fun thing is about you people that have already done this, that you're probably laughing at me now because I'm probably encountering exactly the same problems you all had. Right, that's going in. So get that in all the way. I don't know if that's meant to be too tight, but I want to check everything can move in here. As you can see, everything still moves in these sections here. That one might be a little bit tight. I think I'd rather have it tighter than not tight at all. Let me just loosen that just a touch. 1 and 2. There you go. That's better. Okay. So we've done that. I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. So this time, bend these up. 1 and 2. Morning, Matty. How's it going? Dr. Inferno, hello all. Finally had to pop into a build stream. Hope it hasn't gone to car crash yet. Oh, we're almost there. I think the next stage is going to be the car crash one. You young one, just 71 in February. 71's not old, Edward. That's what I'm convincing myself anyway. So once again, this is going to go in here. I'm just making sure that I've got the holes lined up this side. So that when I put that in there, that hole's lined up. Then I can get this TP screw in just through the top. And hopefully that will work. But you know, they are true what they say. Age is just a number. I mean, the government keep raising the price of the age of the pension. According to the government, we're going to live to 120, I think. Okay, that's not going in. So let's keep... That one's getting in my way. Come on. Still not going in. Something's blocking my hole up. It's this. Line that one up first. God, you think they'd have a better way? How on earth have I managed to get that all the way through there? Oh, actually, it just pushes through. Right, okay. I didn't know that. Right, try again. There's no reason why you shouldn't go through. I just wear... Okay. Getting annoyed now. There's no reason why that shouldn't go in. I've lined everything up, but no, it doesn't want to know. It's because it's moved back. Let me change the camera and so you can watch my pain in more glory. So there's got to be an easier way to do this. Have we got any World of Warcraft players on here? I'm wondering what Dragonflight's like, the new expansion. Now, I haven't played Warcraft in 2 years, and I was kind of thinking that Dragonflight might take me back into it, but I've really got no interest in it, which is weird. It's still not going in. What on earth? We got one in. What's happening is this keeps slipping out the hole. I need to jiggle it. I'm going to sort of open this bit up a bit. So I've got my finger in there like that. Then I'm going to put this bit in. And then I'm just going to be really calm. Just calm. I think we're good there. Try and do what you said. Wiggle it a bit. It just doesn't want to. Ah, look, we got it. We've got it. By Jove, he's got it. There you go. So, we've got that bit in. Just, I think I've put that bit in a bit too tight, actually. As a matter of fact, there is a problem there. Stand by. It's not in the hole correctly. I'm going to have to undo this. I got it, but it needs to be more round that way. I just want to see, because that screw is not in where it needs to be. You see how this is nice and flush? This one isn't. We've got the gap, so I'm gonna have to take this out. I don't want to do this. Damn it. I don't think I'll have to take it out all the way. I get it out most of the way, so I can just try and fiddle that into place there. And then see if I can re-screw that in so it goes in all the way. Which it doesn't. It keeps wanting to bend. Car crash Tuesday stream. Okay. Do that again. I think the idea was there, but this time I'll try and position it there while I'm tightening it up. That's it. We got it. I felt it go. Nope, it didn't go. This isn't good. Right, we're going to take this whole part out. You're right, this part is a little bit of a nightmare. Just wondering, am I using the right screw? Everything was in the right place. It just didn't want to go into that end hole there for some reason. I'm going to use a fresh screw this time. Did anyone else have this problem? Just wondering. Getting the screw in now is quite an easy bit. It's the getting it to go through the other side exactly where it needs to be. It's like the screw's going in. It's just like it doesn't want to go in the other side. Very strange. I think I've got it. By Jove, I've got it. There you go. And again, that opens. And this part opens as well. But it only just caught in there. This bit's quite loose in here, though. And I don't think I can tighten that. Because that screw doesn't want to tighten anymore. I might have to put a little bit of nail varnish in there. I'm just going to see if I can get that in any tighter. A little bit. I think I will just put a little bit of nail varnish just into this bit here, just to tighten that up a bit. But that's that section done as well. It's not like this section. This is quite rigid. But I do think that there's a problem with that. I think I've rounded the screw in the hole that's just on this side here, which isn't good. It's in the hole, but it ain't doing much in there. But we'll worry about that afterwards, because now you had the same spider sprue. Get the tight or they flap about. Well, I've got one really tight. This one I think I'm just going to... I can't get this any tighter. There's not really any way. But what I can do... Stand by. Because I'm guessing that this section here, even though it's in, as you can see, it's got resistance on there. The easiest way to stop that resistance is with some nail varnish top coat. Basically, I put this inside here and it makes all the parts thicker and it will thicken it up. Hasn't come through the other side, as you can see. I'll let that set. And then that's going to be a lot thicker. But we're there. Was the screw long enough? The screw's definitely long enough. We've got two screws, Lou. You've got this one here, which we're supposed to be using. This one here was the last one. But if you have a look at the remnants of this screw here, you might just be able to see it. It's got a bit of the plastic on top of it. And that plastic has obviously made that hole not enough to grip that in. By putting that top coat in, it's actually going to thicken that up. Works like a glue, if you like. That's the other option. I could put glue in the other side, because it's working like a spindle, I suppose. But let me have a look at that, actually. That might be something we have to do, because it's not biting on that other side. Doesn't matter how much I tighten this now, it's just going to keep turning. But well, we'll see. See what I mean about holding it? It holds a lot better now, though. That's with that nail varnish. Nail varnish always solves life's problems. Okay. That leads us to the last one. You can smell that from here. That red varnish. Chris Hurst, I'm telling you. Before Monday's stream, I had to put nail varnish remover on my hand. Mrs. World will tell you. You can probably see some remnants of it. Because I had my kids this weekend and my daughter thought it would be fun to paint my nails red. So they went back home on Sunday. I'm ready to do the stream on Monday, and I thought I can't do my what was I building on Monday? I can't remember. Whatever I was building on Monday, I thought I can't build that with red nail varnish. You're all gonna pull me up on it. Yeah, the plastic stripped out, Lou. It'll be okay. I'm sure it'll be okay. We'll hope it will. But this is the stage where things are going to get funky. So as you can see, we've got these little bits here, but we're going to start putting the body piece together. Now, this is where it's saying that you need to get some cotton and put it together. I'm not doing that. I'm taking Chris Hurst's advice. I've already taken off one of the sides here, as you can see, and I'm going to piece it together with some tweezers. So I've got the button in the back here, so it's looking like that. Then we're going to be putting some IM screws in here to actually keep them together. I think I'll do that bit first, because after that we've got to put all the rest of these bits on. But I'm sure this bit here is the one that's going to take me an age. So I practiced this earlier on, so I know this works, but is it going to work while I'm doing a live stream? I don't know. So what we're going to be doing is this is going to go on top of this, but we want this wobbly thing here to go through this tiny hole here, but from the other side. So when I put this on, there's no way to get to that if I kept that bit on there. So what I've done is I've taken one side off over here so that I can actually get that piece in with my trusty tweezers here. So stand by while I just do that. It's going to be impossible to show you that, but I think we're in. We are in. Now I've just got to keep wiggling it around until I've got it in. So I've got a little button in there now, as you can see. Now what will happen is, if I could just show you how this works. Where's my arc reactor? It's somewhere. Stand by. Arc reactor. Where's my blimmin' arc reactor? I had that earlier. Hang on a second. Iron Man's lost his arc reactor. I had it earlier on. What have I done with my arc reactor? Ah, there it is. Arc reactor. So as you see, the button's on the bottom there. So if I was to put that button on that side there, so this is how this is going in like that. When I push the button at the back here, it's going to turn on the arc reactor, as you can see there. On, off, on, off. So that's going to work a treat. So get this out. What I need to do now is put all of this together. So I'm just seeing where it goes. We need it on this side, just to make sure that these parts are in correctly, which they are. Once the mask has been fitted, fit the two parts of the chest together without forcing them. With a little pressure, the rear part of the chest will fit into the slot in the neck piece, which it's done. Cool. So if I hold that way around and put two IM screws in here, once I've got them in, I think I'll be happy. There's IM. I've only got IP. This isn't good. Oh, I haven't even opened the pack, have I? Stand by. The IM screws are going to be in the pack, which I haven't even opened yet. Put the flaps on. It hasn't asked me to put the flaps on. Oh, that has asked me to put the flaps on. Oh, God. Right, hang on then. I can't do that yet then. So the flaps, stand by. Trying to figure that one out. They go in, I'm confused at how these flaps go. Stand by. They're in the right place. They're up. I guess these are going to go on like this here. Okay. But how can I screw those in? Do I have to put these on first? It hasn't asked me to put these flaps on. I'm a bit confused. I'm very much confused. Put the flaps you made in first. What, before I put it together? Because I can see kind of where they go. But how do you screw them on? Have I got to take this apart again? Because if they're going on there, stand by. It's not helping. Hang on a second. I'm so confused. It's not helping. How do they go on? It looks like they should have a screw in here. Wayne only does mistakes. I am reading the manual. Do you screw the flaps from the inside? Well, that's what I'm wondering. I don't really want to take it apart again, though. But if you do, they don't tell you in the instructions to do that. I'm looking. Stand by. So says once the mast has been fitted in its hole, fit the two parts of the chest together without forcing them. With a little pressure, the rear part of the chest will fit in the slot in the neck piece. And we've done that. Yes, from the inside. But it's not telling me to put them in for the inside. I'm serious. It's not telling me to put them in from the inside. I'm gonna show you these instructions. Hang on a second. Was it in the last part of 85? Was it? Stand by. I'm gonna get that magazine. Did I miss a part out? God damn it! I did. I missed a part out. Okay, I've got to do all this again. I thought it was going so well then. Right, okay. Stand by. Damn it. Why do I keep doing stuff like this? Right, I'm going to have to take this apart again. Right. So, let's get these round the right way. So we've got... this one's going to go that side. And this one's going to go that side. That looks right. So we're going to be putting these on here like that. And as Lou said, we're going to screw it in from the other side. And it's going to screw in with, that's what the IP screws are for. Wonder why I had them. Oh God, this is going to be fun. All right, 1 second. Every time I make a mistake, I am so terrified of looking at chat, I tell you. I got cocky, that's what it was. I got cocky. Right, I'm trying to line this up. Doesn't really want to line up very well. Stand by. It's not a very good fit, I have to say. I'm sure this is round the right way. But it's not a very good fit. Just double checking. Yeah, it's definitely round the right way. Okay, hang on. I think I'm being... Let's get this through this hole. Because I'm getting annoyed. Right. I know where it's going now. This bit's supposed to go on here. Does it want to go on there? No. Not at all. Let me see if the other one's going to fit a bit easier. They aren't a good fit, I have to say. I'm just double checking that I think I've got them on the wrong way, haven't I? I've got them on the wrong blinking way. Ah, right. Sorry. Who needs instructions? They are shaped. So the shape's going to tell you which way around they go. I'm just going to load up this screw of an IP. Yeah, who needs instructions anyway? I think Lou said that in his last video on his channel. Instructions are more of guides, I think. They're not made to be... there you go. That's better. Looks like that. Do the same on the other side. Before I start crying. And get this ready. It's the fact I've got to pin it all together again afterwards. I don't get lucky that often. Getting things in the right place. Right, you can still see this. Right, okay, let's get this screw in as well. This is why I do these tough ones on this Tuesday night stream, because it's always going to be tough. Okay, so that's done. Back to what we were doing last time. I'm going to put this on here. Kind of where it goes. I'm going to line up this tab in the inside. If I can do it again. Which Probably can't, but we'll see. Why has it suddenly gone really dark in here? I haven't changed anything. Oh my god. Stand by. You're about to see a grown man cry, I think. I had this done first time. Why is it playing up now? You saw how easy I did it last time. Why am I having trouble now? Right, can't see anything. Stand by. Right, try again. I'm holding a torch in my mouth, so if you were to see me. Right. We are. Thought we were lined up then. We are lined up, aren't we? Just double checking. Sorry, I'm going quiet again. Right. So, we got that in the hole. I need to wiggle things around. Because, you know, it doesn't want to go in like it did last time. Ah. In this sod's law. Get in there. Right, we're in. Finally. Ah. This is this is this is how I did it. This is what you don't see on camera. Oh my god. That was tricky. Look, I'm sweating now. Engage clip at next light. I've done that. We're good. We've got no openings. I'm going to screw it together. Then I'll never have to worry about this ever again. Crazy. It was easy last time because the gods were... You're going to take it apart. It's the build gods. They've got it against me. Right, I need... Did it say IP screws? I haven't opened the pack, have I? So I'm guessing there's some IP screws in here. No. Ugh. IP screws. Have I chucked them on the floor? 1 second, they're here. I've got them here. I chucked them on the floor. Of course I chucked them on the floor. IM screws, sorry, not IP. So we're going into metal. So I'm going to put these in some oil. And let's hope they'll go in first time. We've got one in. Feels good. Oh, it feels very good. Right, I'm not going to put that too tight until I get the second one in. That goes in here. And that feels like it's gone in good. Oh, lovely. Just trying to get that together as tight as I can. Okay, that's one. And two. Yes, right. We've got more to put in. Just need the instructions for that though. 86. What did I do with them? They're up here. Right. So we've got 2 IM screws just at the top here as well. Now if you can see that. Might be able to get it on that camera. But we get them in. You took your car for an MOT, Berg, this says. Exhaust leak, broken string, broken rod. Oh my God. And a weak brake on one corner. That sounds expensive, Bergdis. Very expensive. IP screw sounds like a medical condition. IP freely. These screws, they're going in freely. IP freely screws. You're about to see the first test flight of the Iron Man fly into the wastebasket. So we have still got this. I will be keeping with this loose thing. If you just keep adding, let me go back to this camera. If you just keep adding this nail varnish thing, it will stiffen up that joint. So that's the only flappy bit that I've got at the moment. The others aren't too bad, but I will fix that. So that's looking like that now. Pretty impressive. What else we got to do? Got both of those IM screws in. We've got 2 panels in this pack, which I'm going to get open. Please open. There we go. And they're going to now hide the holes that we had on the back here. So slide that down. So they have got these little lugs just in the top. So one's going in this side and it's just a push in. And the other one just going on the other side here. And again, just push them in. That was good. Okay. We've got 2 other little details now. Where are they going? We've got some interior details going on the back. Now, we are left with a couple of things in this pack, just so you can see, which we're not actually using this time. These 2 details and this massive one here. But I do need just these 2 details here, which I'm trying to figure out where they go. Where do they go? Stand by. Oh, they go in at the top here. Right, okay. So, trying to figure out which way around. You've got right. So this one. Oh, God. I can't get my bearings. So, this is going on this side a bit, I believe. Which is the right side? No. Left side? No. What way around do they go? This isn't helping much, I have to say, the instructions. I can see the holes that they're going to go in at the top. You can probably see it there. But the pictures really don't do it justice about which way around they go. So if this is the back, this is going to be his right hand side. So this is the right one here. So this has to be the one that's going into this hole here. User. But I think I'm putting it around the wrong way. Let's try that way. That looks better. It looks better. There you go. So we've got one in. Just like that. I'm making a right pig's ear of this, I'll tell you. Hey, look, we get there in the end. We're like the old British row. But they aren't easy to get in, I have to say. If you get one hole in, and then the other one should go in with it, but it doesn't. Oh, no, almost. This one's been a little bit more of a pain. Think no, we're not in. Stand by. Hang on. I think I just bent one of the pins. It's not a big deal though. I haven't broke it. Look, I haven't broke it. Try that again. Get the pin in without bending it. I'm probably going to need to bite that screwdriver again, the light, because I don't get much light here. Right, let's try that again. There you go. Perfect. Right, they're both in. They're both in. Let me take this out of my mouth. They're both in, and guess what? That's all there is to do in that stage. I mean, it looks pretty amazing, but God, to get to that stage was a bit of a nightmare. And that obviously folds down there, so that when these come up, obviously you'll see the details underneath. I mean, it is impressive. You gotta agree, it's really impressive here how this actually looks when it's opened up. And it's really heavy. Remember, most of this is metal, and I do like the idea of now that switch. I was a bit dubious about how that switch works. Obviously, I've taken it apart since last time, so if I put that arc reactor in here the way it goes, hopefully I can still operate it from the switch there, which I can, on and off. So that is the end of that stage. Tuesday night live streams, huh? You can't knock them. We did it though. We did it. We got there in the end. Take care, John. Put your foot up, mate. Hopefully it gets better. Put that arm collar back in place. Arm collar. Oh, yes. We've got the arm collar to do. See, I thought I hadn't finished. 1 second. Thank you. I thought we'd ended. But no, we haven't ended. So this is the arm collar. This is the arm collar I took off onto this bit just here. So it can only go in one way, he says, as he's trying to figure that one out, which is this way here. Just like that. And I've got the screws for that here. because I did save that. Stand by. So get these in. One this side. Perfect. Oops. And just one on the other side. Yeah, I completely forgot about that, you see. There. Now we've got symmetry. So, one in that side, and now one in that side. I lose myself. That's what happens, I lose myself. I don't need this on now. I only need this on when I'm on that camera. I'm hoping to never see that again. But if you want to see it on this, look, that's what it's looking like. It's a really big thing. And it's a big chunk of metal and stuff. I do wonder how this compares with some of those sideshow models. This does look a lot bigger than the ones I've seen, I have to say. Will's Workshop. You went to Christmas Xmas fair and picked up Hornby Thomas train set. I've just put an order in Will's Workshop, if you're interested in train sets, for the new Hornby TT120 Scotsman. I think it's £213, but I'm hoping I might finally be able to get a model railway on the channel. So I should get a headlamp. I should, because like holding this in my mouth is all right when you're not filming, but when you're trying to do it live. England won 3-0. I didn't miss much there. Love you. See you did a string thing. Yeah, Chris, I'm just so glad you gave me that advice last week. I didn't have to do that at all. See you later, Hilda. Take care. Thanks, Roy. Can I stop shouting at you now? You didn't seem to be listening. I don't really get to see chat, Vince, while I'm doing that, because if I haven't got like a light in my mouth, or you know, I'm not looking at the screen, I'm trying to figure out what bits I'm doing wrong. Very stressful. But I got your message there, so we got there in the end. I'm sure it's going to get easier now, but from what I understand, we're going to start putting the legs and the arms on, and this is where we're going to figure out where things are floppy and stuff like that. I am going to fix out my floppy. What are those things? Wings? I'm going to fix my floppy wing and see how that gets on. But thank you for joining me tonight. Tomorrow, for the patrons, we are going to be doing the stages of the Porsche 917 I haven't done yet. So I haven't got a clue what we're going to be doing, but I think we're going to start attaching the bodywork by the look of it. So that's going to be quite fun. And then Thursday, we got our normal Chat Thursday stream. Tomorrow, I'm also building the Titanic. So there'll be a Titanic video out sometime tomorrow. Quite a lot to do though, so that might be after midday. And then on Friday, I'm hoping to have the Routemaster finished, so we'll have to see how that goes. But listen, thank you for joining me on tonight's Car Crash stream. Thank you for all your advice. Take care. See you later.